Welcome to Project 13, and in this lesson we're going to learn how you find the true shape and size of an oblique surface. Now this project is going to use the last two projects that we've done. We're going to use point view of a line, and we're also going to use edge view of a line to find this. Now if you look at this part that's in front of you, it's in Inventor, and this is a 3D image, which makes things really nice when you're trying to find the true shape and size of an oblique plane. But when we're working in 2D orthographic multi-views, we can only see the two dimensions at a time. You're looking at something like this. There's your top, and you can see this oblique surface, but you can't see the full shape and size of it. We go to front, you can't see it, and of course when you go to right side, you surely can't see it on that side. So we've got to figure out exactly what the size of this is and what the shape would be. Now again, in this 3D type of model, I can go up here and hit area, click on the oblique surface, and it'll show me it's 147 square inches. Now if I come over here to AutoCAD, I've got this drawn up, and you see this is exactly the same size as that 3D image you just seen in Inventor. However, we don't have the luxury of just clicking on that with an area tool and finding it. There's a few techniques, and again you're going to use some of the concepts you learned in the last two classes. Now first thing I want to do is I want to find the edge view of this between this point here up to this point. I want to find the edge view of this, and when I do that, I just have to fold this up and I would be able to see the whole surface. We'll elaborate, make this make more sense. But anyways, I want to find the edge view or the point view of this line, bring it out here. I'll bring this over, so I'll find the edge view, and then I'll be able to take and turn this up so that I can actually get the true size of shape of this oblique surface. So let's do this real quick. So I want to find the edge view of this line, or the point view, point view. I want to take and just bring this line on down, and I want to put a fold plane in here. I'm just going to throw it up here, and this fold plane has to be perpendicular to this line. I'll just use my parametric tool, hit perpendicular, and that turned that around perpendicular, so we're in good shape. I'll take and close that constraint out. So now that's going to be my fold plane. This is my fold plane. Now if you remember, I'm trying to find the point view of this line, and it'll be actually right there. So if you look up here on the top, this is the same point as this. So I'm just going to real quick annotate, hit my dimension, go from my fold plane. I need to do a linear. It's 0.208. So I need to offset off this fold plane line 0.208, and to do that, of course, just go to offset 0.208, enter. Offset it down to this side, and at this point I can put me a point in here. This is my point, that is my edge view, or my point view of this line. You just took it, and this is your fold plane. You fold it over like you do in regular orthographics. You're just on an angle, kind of like we were doing in your auxiliary views. Let's see, we'll just scale that down just a fuzz. So we got that. We've turned this line around. Now I want to find the edge view of this line right here, or between this point and this point, this little line here. I want the edge view. I want to see this right here in its edge view, this line right here. So only thing you have to do on it, you just come up here, hit your line, shoot it down, and it should be perpendicular on that line, just like that. And we need to offset off the fold plane line, whatever distance that is, and basically hit linear from there to there, and we're getting a 0.708. Offset 0.708. Catch this point to there, and all you have to do is just extend this line on down off this point. And where this one shoots to, this line, it's another point, and we have all the data we need to shoot this line across and call that our edge view. So this is our edge view. This right here is the edge view of this line here. And kind of crazy, if I come over here to this side, this line would be the true length of that line. Okay? That would be the true length of that line, so these should be the same size. And now I want to take this edge view, because I'm looking at this right here. I'm looking at this line, and that right there is turned. So actually this is turned flat now. Looking at this, just at this edge view, and this is smooth. It's completely laying down. That's all you see. I want to take and I want to fold this thing up. Okay, and to do that, I'm just going to change this color of this so it makes it a little bit easier. We'll make it yellow. And basically, your fold plane line, leave that on there. You're going to take some measurements off your fold plane line. You're going to catch it from this point to this point. You're going to take it from this point to this point. And then you're going to take it from this point to this point. Okay? So this is 1 point, 2 point, 3 points. So it's more or less a triangle. So all you have to do is, this is going to be our fold plane line right here. And of course this right here was our fold plane. I'll change it to yellow just so it'll keep everything consistent. And this was our fold plane. We'll make it yellow. Now I want to fold this. I'm looking at this in the edge view. I want to fold it up so I can see this thing in its true size and shape. And basically all you have to do is just offset these numbers. 0.234. Fold up. Offset again at 0.796. Shoots it up there, and again I need to make these by layer again. And then that would be that line right there. So only thing you have to do, so this line right here is up there. Okay? So basically take this line and it should just fall straight up here and catch that end point. Grab that, bring it up here. Should hit this thing perpendicular up here. See if we can hit perpendicular. Right there. Boom, caught the end point of it. Now offset, the last number is 0.277. 0.277. When you do that, take this line, come off this point, come straight up perpendicular again, which it should catch the end point. And we'll go ahead and make that layer the same color. And what it is, this is the start point. This is this point right here. When you fold it up, it's going all the way up here to this point, which is up here. And then our last point, you just grab this, and it comes down to right there. And that was that point right there. So this should come all the way down to right there. Get rid of those offset lines, get rid of this and this. We'll hide that. This right here is the true shape and surface of this oblique oblique plane. So all that we have to do now is just go in and do an inspection on it and find out exactly what the surface, what the area is of it. And again, this would be this point would be right there. follows this line up to right there, and then this point right here is what it is coming down to this point. And all we did was made us a folding plane line, got us an edge view, and then turned it up. That's where we can see this thing flat. Let's do an annotate, or let's do an inspect on it. Back over to measure, do an area, catch that point, to that point, do an enter, 0.147 inches squared, if you see right there, 0.147, and over here it's 0.147 inches square. So that's exactly how you go about finding the true size and shape of the oblique surface.